So for the audience here, I want to ask you this question. If some of them are going through this situation of debt, how to tackle this and improve their financial situation? What should be their plan of action, like step 1, 2, 3?
Okay, debt again is a very wide topic. And debt here, at least in India, we consider it always to be bad. And let me tell you, debt is not always bad.
Yeah.
Debt, debt can be good also. There can be good debt also. And most of the entrepreneurs, they make good use of debt.
Can you give an
So,
example of how to do that?
yeah, if you, first let me give example of bad debt.
Okay.
If you are buying a liability by taking debt, then it's a bad debt. If you are buying an asset which is going to pay off your debt, then it's a good debt. For
Okay.
example, if you take a loan, personal loan, say at 10% rate of interest, and use that money in your business, and that business gives you return of say 15%. So that difference between 10% and 15%, 5%, that's your net profit. That's a good debt.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Why do you need to pay off that debt? You should take more of that debt.
Okay. So you mean the loans are actually positive?
Not always. Again, if you are getting liability on taking debt, for example, you buy a Swiss watch, what return is going to give you?
No. So
No, it's a
assets can
liability.
only be real estate, investing in real estate.
Those, and you have to be very sure in that way that that asset needs to give you return more than what you are paying for the debt. If you are paying 10% rate of interest on the debt, your asset needs to give at least more than 10% of return.
Okay. Okay. How do you calculate that? There are financial people doing that, right?
Financial people, or if you are a business person, you know how much return you can expect from your business.
Yeah, sure.
And I will say, people don't realize it, but if you would have seen it from your experience also. Let me ask you this question: what is the best investment you have made till date?
In myself, me.
Correct. So if you're taking a loan to educate yourself and you see the potential that this is going to give returns, just go for it. It's not a bad
Yeah.
debt.
Yeah. I mean, so far, just in 1 year, I've invested 24, 25 lakhs. And
If you have taken loan for it, I will say go for it. But if you are taking loan to buy a car just to go around to show off, then I'll say it's a bad debt, really bad debt.
makes
So
sense.
first categorize the debt. You ask me steps how to, whether to get out. You don't need to necessarily get out of every debt. Donald Trump, he is such a big billionaire and he's like taking all debts. Robert Kiyosaki, he takes debts and then creates asset which give him returns, which just pays off the debt.
Interesting. Yeah, I really want to learn about this, like the good debts, because I think in Rich Dad, Poor Dad also, he talks about
Yeah.
that. And
Yeah, Rich Dad Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki talks about. So first categorize it. If it is a good debt, don't get out of it. Take more of it.
take more of it. Okay, awesome.
Yeah, so that
That's a good
your
tip.
income is going to go up. That 5% difference that is there, let's make more of it.
Sure. And what about the bad debt? Because I think a lot of people suffer from that.
Then you need to again categorize debt, but how much there, if you are having multiple debts, the highest rate of interest that needs to be paid, where you are paying the maximum penalty, you need to get out of that first. So categorize that according to rate of interest, and typically credit card loans are like the most penalizing. So get out of them. You can take lower in rate of interest debt to get off the higher rate of interest debt.
Okay. What does that mean?
Maybe you can take personal loan to get out of your credit card loan.
Okay.
Credit card loans are, if you are in credit card debt, that can charge up to 36% per annum. And
wow.
personal loans will be 12%. So take lesser expensive debt to pay off the more expensive debt.
Oh, so slowly you come out of it eventually.
Yeah, yeah. And finally you have to get into discipline of saving money to get out of debt if you are in a bad debt.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, makes sense. But if the person is just not making money, then how does that person save?
Start making money.
That's the step one. Any which ways, just go out and
Yeah.
make money.
You have to start making money, like earn money. Like you don't make money. Money is made only in the mints, like Strangest secret he says, na.
Yeah, yeah.
You have to start earning money. You have to like invest in yourself, be valuable, attract money from people, and start paying off debt. There's no other way out.
Awesome.